A lot of people regret choosing the suppliers they do, but only after they have suffered and gone through the losses. After working all these years with different types of suppliers, I've got a few tips up my sleeves to help you determine if the supplier is best suited for you. Keep watching. I'm Kirti, welcome back to my channel. But before we dive into today's topic, for the best sourcing advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a video every Thursday. I also have a Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest page dedicated to this. Do head on to my pages and join where I share information on sourcing from India. To begin sourcing from India the right way, you must find suppliers and verify them using the checkpoints I discussed in my video about how to verify Indian suppliers in 2021 to determine if the supplier is legitimate, export-focused, quality manufacturer. Once you have gone through this initial screening, you then need to determine if the supplier is suitable for you. In this video, I will talk about quick factors that can help you determine if the supplier you have shortlisted is the right supplier for you and the product you wish to source. So let's get started. Firstly, you need to know if the supplier specializes in the product you're intending to buy. Does he have experience in exporting that product to your country? It's very important that you find out this information from the supplier when you contact him for the first time. Ask for some detailed information about their products, the market, brands they supply to, which particular country they have been exporting to. For example, if you wish to buy woolen rugs, you need to go to a supplier who specializes in this product and has a lot of experience exporting it. You can even go ahead and ask some technical questions and details to understand how deeply the supplier knows his product. Suppliers specializing in a certain material and product will not only be able to offer you best cost, but will also be able to supply best quality products. Secondly, does he have the infrastructure and capacity to manufacture your products? When getting in touch with the supplier, ask him to send the company profile that indicates current customers, infrastructure, and production capacity. This will give you an insight into the brands they're currently supplying to, which country they're exporting to, that would indicate their quality standard and how much experience they have of exporting. You would rather work with someone with proven track record than someone very new to the industry. You can check the website of the brands they are supplying to as well. The company profile will also be able to give you an understanding of the factory, its infrastructure, and production capacity. Does the supplier have enough capacity to manufacture your product? This might not be a concern in the beginning when you start out with small quantities, but later if the sales pick up and you need to increase volume, it is better to get the information right at the beginning. The capacity will also determine how soon they can fulfill your orders. Factories with well set up production units can get the orders fulfilled way more quickly than the ones with only a few machines. Do check with the suppliers about the production lead times. Delays on orders can potentially make you lose customers. Thirdly, try to find and work with a supplier who will treat you as an important customer. If you're just starting up, going with a big supplier with a long list of international clients might not be the best thing to do, as for them, you will not be the priority. They will probably do their best in serving other bigger clients and not pay as much attention to your requirements. With your small quantities and a business that is still beginning to take shape, try choosing smaller manufacturing units who can grow with you. They will not only treat you as an important client, but will also be more flexible, go out of their way to make difficult things possible for you, will be more open to building a relationship with new entrepreneurs. These are the opportunities you cannot find with big suppliers. But do make sure the supplier has a decent infrastructure with capacity enough to produce your quantities, has financial strength, good cash flow to supply quality products. Price and payment terms also play an important role and must be considered before you start working with a supplier. Suppliers' prices should be competitive and in the ballpark acceptable range. If the supplier has very high prices that are way off from your target, that could be because he's trying to rip you off, or the prices are very low, maybe because his understanding of the product is not right, or he's quoting on a wrong material, etc., then definitely he is not the most suitable supplier. Also, it is important to find someone who will work on reasonable payment terms that would suit your business. Some of the suppliers might ask for advance 25 to 30% payment as they don't know you as much as you don't know them. If you have paid part advance, remaining should only be paid after goods have been okayed after final inspection. That's the earliest you should be making complete payment, although you can negotiate other payment terms as well when your relationship with supplier grows. Never work with a supplier who asks for 100% upfront payment before goods are inspected and shipped, or more than 50% advance. Lastly, turnaround time and responsiveness are key factors to determine the suitability. How quickly suppliers respond to your emails and queries, how professionally they do it, what is their turnaround time, how accommodating they are to your requests are very good indicators of how suitable the supplier will be. Steer clear of suppliers who take way too long to respond. Keep making excuses about the delays, as it will only get worse once the order is placed. So these are my top 5 tips to determine if the supplier is best suited for you after you have verified them. If you like the video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest page. Join them using the links given below for more content and information about sourcing from India. To know more about the product categories and top hot products you can source from India, go ahead and grab the free guide that I have written that has this useful information. You can download it using the link given below in the description. Keep watching this space for sourcing information and content. I'll see you soon.